Hi everyone, it's Jamie here from FX Learning. So I'm not actually trading this week. In fact, my trading has stopped for 2018. Now it's given me a lot of time on my hands and I thought I'd make a very important video. Now this goes out to all the BD members and it goes out to all the people that have stumbled across my YouTube channel and happen to watch this video. I suggest you grab yourself a cup of tea, sit back, relax, and let me show you what I'm about to show you. So I want to show you the power of money management and why it's so important to learn it and to focus on it, and hopefully by the end of it will be a light up moment to why you should focus on it. So let's begin. So I know a lot of academically smart traders. I know a lot of traders that have been to university and got graduates, and are A-class students, but yet they can't be a consistent trader. You see, I'm actually teaching a financial advisor on how to trade. A financial advisor. This is a person that has a career in finance, has a university, is a graduate in finance. He should know everything when it comes to finance, but yet when it comes to trading, he can't be a consistent trader. When I was at school, I failed a lot. I failed in college and I failed in a day job. I wasn't smart. And I guarantee people watching these videos, you're probably smarter than me. But there's one thing I said I would never fail in, and that is trading. You see, to be a consistent trader, it's about the mind. I'm sure you've heard it, 80% mindset, 20% strategy. You see, the strategy is irrelevant. What's irrelevant is the money management and mindset that goes with it. Now, I get asked these three questions, and these three questions are what beginners focus on in trading, right? They don't care about anything. They just focus on these three things. And I want to show you now the maths and why you should just forget about it, because it's completely irrelevant. It's a load of bollocks and you're focusing on the wrong thing. And this is why you're not a consistent trader. The first one is success ratio. I get asked a lot with the Barney Schroyer, what is the success ratio, Jamie? I want around 80 or 90%. Now, if I told you now, I could show you how to be a consistent, profitable trader with only a 35% win ratio. 35%. What would your answer be? Yeah, it's impossible. But it's not. It's actually very, very possible indeed. You see, I read a story, and it was about a trader in the early 90s. He was an Asian trader who lived in Japan. Now, he had, I'm not even joking this, right? He had a 90% loss ratio. He only won 10% of his trades, but yet he managed to pull out nearly $20 million from the Forex market for his hedge fund company. $20 million with only a 10% win ratio. How? Comes down to money management. You see, you could have a 95% win ratio. You could win 95% of your trades and still lose money, still blow an account. Because those 5% of those trades that you lose, your losses could massively outlay your wins and in turn never become a profitable trader. So the success ratio is irrelevant. It doesn't mean nothing. You see, I could show you right now how to be a successful trader with only a 35% win ratio. So why are you focusing on the 80-90% and making your trading career even harder? I can show you how to be successful with 35%, make your life easier. You see, the next question I always get asked is, Jamie, how many pips can the Binary Destroyer make me? I want 300 pips a day. I want 500 pips a day. Pips is irrelevant. You see, you could be in a trade that makes you 100 pips. Yeah, I could be in a trade that makes me 10 pips and I can make more money than you. You could have a 100 pip stop loss, a 5 pip stop loss, and you lose the same amount of money, right? The pips is irrelevant. It doesn't mean nothing. You see, you can go, Jamie, I've made 5,000 pips this week. Yeah, I can go, I made 100 pips this week and made more money than you. Pips is irrelevant. What's irrelevant is the risk reward ratio and the money management. You see, beginners are not successful because they focus on the money. They focus on what they're prepared to lose, what they're going to potentially win. That's all they focus on. They don't care about anything else. It's like, I want profits and I want it now. You see, when you focus on money, you get emotional. It's like you go down to the casino, you know, and you're like, I'm going to put £100 on red or black because you see the money you can make from it. You see, as a trader, you don't focus on that. To be a consistent trader, you focus on percentages. It's percentages that make you a consistent trader. You see, when you focus on the percentages, you kind of don't think about the money. Okay? You know, let me give you an example. A 1% of £1 million is a lot of money, is it not? Everyone would want to make 1% of £1 million because that would be life-changing money, wouldn't it? 1% of £100? £1. Would you want that? No. Why would, if I'm taking a trade and I make 1% of £1, that's rubbish. Okay, it might be, but it's still 1%. 1% of £1 million, 1% of £100. You see, if you can make this 1%, you're going to be a consistent trader, and that's what you focus on. If you focus on the money and you go, well, I want £100 a day, you're not going to be consistent because you're going to get emotional. You want to chase the money. So to show you the power of money management, I want to talk about my 9 to 5 challenge account that I've set myself for 2019. So this challenge account is to show you how you can use a simple strategy using the correct money management and how to be a consistent full-time trader, and hopefully by 2019 everybody else following along can be a full-time trader. Now this strategy here is so simple. All I'm doing is using the BD 6.0, and every time it gives me an alert and when an arrow has popped outside the zone, I will get into a trade. So every time an arrow appears outside the zone like this, I will get into a trade. Now it doesn't matter to me if it's with the trend, against the trend, going sideways, it doesn't matter. Every time an arrow pops outside the zone, I will take a trade. Now I just want to quickly break down this trade, which I unfortunately missed by half an hour, but I just want to break it down and show you the power of it and how it is just using money management just makes everything more simpler. So when trading this, I would normally use around a 3, 5, maybe 10 pip stop loss, depending on the time of the day and the spread my broker is offering. But we'll just go with a 5 pip stop loss. So I'm just going to bring this up here. So this is my 5 pip stop loss. Now 5 pips means 1% of my account, always risking 1% of my account. Now this trade in particular would have made me 19 pips. So 5 pip stop loss, 19 pips take profit. Or in percentages terms, I've risked 1% and now made 4% back on my account. In money terms, this could mean anything. 4% on £1 million is a lot. 4% on £100 is not a lot. But in percentages, it's the same, 4%. Now, what does that mean? It means when you focus on the percentages, you start to take your mindset away from the emotions and money side of trading. You see, if I lose my next trade, I lose 1%. I lose another trade, I've lost 2%. But this trade has made me 4%, so I'm still up 2% on my account. I've risked 1% here and made 4% profit. That's incredible. Okay, and that is talking about percentages. Now my account here, as you can see, is up £134. Now one of the members, one of the YouTubers, my subscribers, commented and said 13% in 2 weeks is not a lot. But let me just show you the numbers to this. I'm only trading this for 2 hours a day. I'm only trading this for 2 hours a day, no more. It might be less depending if I hit my targets, but no more than 2 hours a day. I don't trade Fridays, so my trading week is a 4-day week. So £134 on £1,000 account is around 13%. Okay, so I made 13% in 8 trading days, trading 2 hours a day. Now, if you work that out, that is around £16 an hour I am earning just trading this off £1,000 account. Now, let me show you something. The UK average earnings for 2018, this is the UK average, was £14 an hour. £14 an hour, the UK average. But hang on here, I've just started my trading with £1,000 and I am making £16 an hour. I am making more than a UK average worker, and I've only just started my trading career. Now, what would happen if I make 1% a day? Now, obviously, this trade has just made me 4%. Okay, so some days I'm going to make more, and some days I'm going to lose. Some days I might lose 1 or 2%. Some days I might make 3 or 4%, depending on this trade. This trade particularly would have made me 4%, but we'll just go with an average of 1% a day. Okay, what I've done is I bought a compound calendar here. So we can see my initial purchase was £1,000. I'm making 1% a day. 253 trading days. Now, this doesn't include the weekends. It doesn't include bank holidays. So that would be roughly the same, 253 trading days. I reinvest 100% of my account. Okay, so I'm not withdrawing. I'm not taking any money out. I'm just constantly making 1% of my trading account. We can see on Tuesday, December the 11th, 2018, by Friday, November 2019, so just over 11 months from now, my account will be sitting at £12,396. Now, obviously, this is just numbers. Okay, it's going to be, might be more, it might be less. But my point that I'm making here, okay, is let's just go to the top. 1% of my £1,000 account is £10. Okay, 1% of my £12,000 account in 11 months time is £122.74. So this trade, if this has just made me 4% on my account, I've just made pretty much, I've made pretty much, where is it? I've made pretty much, I've done it wrong. Pretty much I've made £400 off this trade. £400 off this trade. I'll be making on average £122 a day. Now, yeah, that's great. I'm showing you the numbers side of things. But it comes down to percentages, everyone. Focus on the percentages. You see, you're going, oh yeah, I'd love to make £122 a day. But you need to start off here. You see, this £10 a day at the top here is 1%. This £122 at the bottom here is 1%. Focus on that, and it takes your emotions away and your focus on money away. Now let me just show you something in the VIP group. This is from my Simon Hook. He is our institutional trader. Let me read it to you. This is what happens when a hedge fund trader actually works. 32% is my best month ever. He has made 32% in his best month. What was his win ratio? 49%. He won 49% of his trades. In fact, he lost more trades than he won this month, but yet he made 32%, his best month ever. You see, it's to do with percentages. Look at Mark here. Mark shared this post with me today. Okay, this was today at 7:46 a.m. BD 6.0 today on 1 hour has given me £10,000 today for 2 trades. Not much time at all on the charts. Wait for the alert. I check daily and 4 hour, then go back to the 1 hour charts and bingo. Just counted up all of the trades I have taken on Forex for the last 3 weeks. 75 trades and only stopped out by 1. The BD 6.0 works. Send it out. I don't know about it on binary, but Forex, it's ready for sure. You see, this is the sort of money you can make. £10,000 a day from trading. 10,000. All he's doing is trading the Binary Destroyer 6.0. That's all he's doing. But you don't focus on the money. You focus on the percentage side of things. The money's going to come, everyone. Let me just show you the 3 things you should focus on. Money management, 1%, 1.1 risk reward ratio. This is how you do not blow a trading account. How many 1% are there in 100? 100. Okay, so if you're risking 1% per trade, right, you would have to lose 100 trades in a row to blow an account. Can you see how that's near impossible? Nobody is going to lose 100 trades in a row. The most you'll probably lose is 10%, maybe 20% before you go, I'm going back to demo. No one is going to sit there and just lose 100 trades in a row. You're going to at least stop. You'll probably lose 10% of your account and you'll go, okay, I'm going to go back to demo now. Clearly, I'm not that good. Okay? So, to lose 100 trades in a row is near impossible. I don't think mathematically it's very slim, and also psychologically you would probably stop when you get to 10 or 20% of losing your account. The other one is a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. If you focus on this, you will be a consistent trader. That is what a trader does. They are investing on the stock market. Hang on, if I risk 1% here, I want to make a minimum 1% back. Minimum. As I showed you with this trade, it made me 4% back. Hey ho, I'm laughing. I've just made 4% back. Everyone, this is how you be a successful trader. Focus on the percentages. When you focus on the money, that's all you'll do, is focus on the money, and you won't be a consistent. Now, I hope this video has taught you the importance of money management. And I hope in 2019, all the BD members become full-time. We currently have 10% of our traders are full-time. By 2019, I want to double that. I want to make that 20. Everyone, I thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com. Thank you.